Three, two, one, zero.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
We are live. You're very, very welcome to the Roscommon County Finals. Who is going to win the Student Enterprise Programme final today and represent Team Roscommon in the national finals in May? We are going to find out today. So hopefully you guys are all well. So without further ado, let's get things started. Before we jump in and talk to our fantastic Student Enterprise Programme coordinator, Sinead, here are some of the finalists today. So let's have a look at some of our finalists today. Countdown is here. The time is now. There was one team that wasn't up there. I don't know whether you noticed, but one team I didn't have a photograph for. So that was Unrock August Tusty from Skullmira. So good luck to all of our finalists today. Just quickly, let's bring her on the screen. My co-presenter today is the fantastic Louise Ward. Now, Louise Ward is Head of Enterprise at the local enterprise office right here in Roscommon. Good afternoon, Louise. Are you excited?
Good afternoon, Greg. This is a very exciting afternoon. I'm so thrilled to be here, and thanks a million to all the teachers, pupils, students, every parents that have all logged on today. It's fantastic.
So we are beaming live into kitchens, living rooms, and maybe even bedrooms all across the beautiful Roscommon. So the tension is mounting. First up, we'll talk to Louise in a little bit. I want to bring in our Student Enterprise Coordinator, the amazing Sinead Fallon, who I'm sure you guys know really well. Sinead, you're very, very welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's been a weird year, hasn't it, with COVID?
So strange.
How have you guys adapted?
Well, look, this is my fourth year as student coordinator, thankfully, with Roscommon Local Enterprise. And every year, really, I am truly amazed by the students, their commitment and their dedication. And this year in particular, they've needed that in boundless amounts, because it's been such a difficult and different year for them. And like, students, I find, are fabulously great at adapting to situations. And this year, they've really had to COVID-proof their business from day one. Even their business idea has had to be COVID-proof. So they've really shown some great tenacity in doing that and getting out there, putting themselves out there in different ways to what would normally have been the situation. So normally they would have had, been exposed to like craft fairs, open days, all of that. So unfortunately, they didn't have that this year. So they've had to get a little bit of creative in terms of reaching their customers and making those all important sales. But they've done that. They've branched out. They've done phenomenally well, and they've enjoyed the process, which is so important. While it's been different, they've totally excelled at it. And fair play to their teachers as well. They've been just great at supporting them right the way through, you know.
Huge well done to all the fantastic teachers. The teachers this is the students stay first and the teachers stay second, but it certainly
Absolutely.
is. Huge congratulations. Without the teachers, there'd be no entries and we'd be having no county finals. So 100%. How did you and the teachers then keep the students motivated this year?
So it's been a lot of online learning, a lot of Zoom calls, which has actually been great, really. Like, you know, it's nice that you can still connect with the students. While we can't actually go into school settings, we still manage to connect and stay right on track with the students through various Zoom calls, online learning, videos, you know, even for the students to pick up the phone, give me a call. You know, it's been great. We've managed to keep that contact, which is very, very important, because it should be an enjoyable experience for the students, as well as learning everything about enterprise. It should be fun, and I think we've managed to keep that element to it.
And so the students have been amazing. So what impressed you the most about the students this year?
Just really how they have found different ways to sell their products. That's been the most thing that stood out, because their normal avenues of selling has pretty much evaporated, you know. And also what was really important was how they stuck together as a group, because they all had to work individually but yet as a group. So they managed to keep the group dynamic going right throughout this, and they managed to produce really good creative products, all the while still operating in unison, but yet as an individual. So that element is very important to the program, the group working, and they managed to keep that going right throughout the year, which has been great. And then just been really creative in how they sell and where they sell their products has been phenomenal as well. Lots of them have sold online, which they mightn't have necessarily have done, like if there were more avenues, direct avenues open to them. So I think they've had to push themselves a little bit more. I think they've had to learn a lot about online selling in a very short space of time. And I think they've had to choose carefully the products that they eventually ended up creating and selling. And I think, you know, while it's been challenging, they've all risen to that challenge. And I think it will stand to them as time goes by. You know, the learnings that they've learned this year will absolutely stand to them. And they've all done it with great humor as well, which is the most important thing as well.
With Roscommon humor. There we go. No, fantastic stuff. Look, it's been an amazing year, and literally every single student's a winner today. Every single one. There are no losers today, only winners. You guys are amazing. During COVID, to submit and put together such incredible businesses, it's incredible. And your entrepreneurial journey, students, it's beginning. This is the beginning. This isn't the end today. Sinead, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for all you do to motivate teachers and students all across the beautiful county of Roscommon. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye. Good luck, everyone.
I see someone else who's just popped into our green room. Look who it is. Are we ready? Look who's popped into our green room. If it isn't the Carherlock for County Roscommon himself, that is Councillor Lawrence Fallon. Huge hello, Lawrence. I know you're a massive supporter of these awards, and you'd love to be offline. In fact, if you were offline, you'd probably be pushing me out of the way to get to the students, to shake their hand and to hear about their businesses. You're very, very welcome.
Thank you very much, Greg. I'd never dream of pushing you out of the way, though. There's no question about that. Certainly, I am a huge supporter of this event. In many ways, it is my favourite day of the year in Roscommon County Council, for one very specific reason, that we're dealing with the job creators, we're dealing with the entrepreneurs of the future. And when I see the numbers that we have participating in County Roscommon in a very difficult time, I think it is a measure of how good the future is for County Roscommon. When I think back to the 12th of March last year in the Abbey Hotel, where we were pushing people out of the way, we were all there together at the Enterprise Awards, and it was a tremendous event. Today is also a tremendous event, because we still have our students taking part, we have our teachers involved, we have Leo involved, and we have everybody ensuring that this is a successful venture, which it will be. And we have learned a lot from COVID. We have learned new ways of doing business, which will help those students going forward. When one considers that 26,000 students across the country are taking part in this event. You can see the magnitude of what we're talking about. There are many participants at school level. We have the county finalists here, the school finalists here today. They will receive cash prizes. There will be a national award going forward for one on the 12th to 14th of May. But whatever you do, the important thing is that you took part, that you have shown entrepreneurial spirit, and I think that's the first step. And I think we should be most grateful to everybody involved, the teachers, the students themselves, and Leo as well, because I have no doubt that the students that are involved today will go forward to make bright futures for themselves and generating jobs, generating income, and making Ireland a better place and making the world a better place. And I want to just give you one example. Today we saw on the radio where the Collisons have raised huge numbers of millions of euros with our Stripe Foundation. Two young fellas who started out like our students today with a dream that they had, and now they're talking about employing 1,000 people in Ireland in the next few years, and are already in 40 countries. So the message I would have for students today is, first of all, thank you very much for taking part. I have no doubt you will learn what business is like and how the first steps going forward. But I would also say that you are now in the security of secondary school, and in the not too distant future, you will be going out into the world of either third level or apprenticeship jobs or whatever. I would say this is a critical time that you assess your own situation. If you know exactly what you want to do going forward, that's great. Many of us wouldn't at that age. It's important you take advice. Take advice from the wider group. Your parents will give you advice, your teachers will give you advice, but take an outside view if you can and maybe talk to some consultant. And I give you just one example. About 10 years ago, a family member of ours, their parents were very almost insistent that he should be a farmer, because for 7 generations before, it was farming family. He had a slightly different idea, and he is now quite successful in the medical industry. If we had insisted that he was a farmer, I think he wouldn't be near as happy as he is now. So I would say to students, think long and hard about the steps you're taking as you leave secondary school, because those steps will lead you to greater things. The important thing is think big, dream big, and follow your dream. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful words of wisdom. And that's definitely the best necklace in Roscommon. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, fantastic stuff. Lawrence, thank you so much for joining us and being such an ambassador for our awards or for our program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So there we go. That was our fantastic Carlock Lawrence there. So let's see whether we can see. So let's move on. Let's move closer. So first up, I want to welcome Louise. We saw her a little moment ago. Let's bring her onto the screen right now. So where's Louise? There's Louise, the fantastic Louise. Louise, the local enterprise office is obviously a massive support and brings us the student enterprise program. So you guys are key. Why is the student enterprise program so important to the local enterprise office? Louise, we've done this a lot in recent times. If you can just
My apologies.
No worries.
Okay, technology is wonderful. Just to say that it's sowing the seed of entrepreneurship at a very young age. So over the years, and believe it or not, the Student Enterprise Program is 20 years in existence. I have to say I'm probably involved for at least 20 of those years, and I'm involved at both a local level with my own Leo here in Roscommon, but also from a national perspective as well. I sit on the national committee with my colleagues. So it's phenomenal. What we have experienced over the years is incredible. We have met students who have, like Lawrence said, come in with an idea, fostered the idea, gone into the local enterprise office, had a chat with them, spoken to them, and today those businesses are evident in all of our counties throughout the country. It's fantastic. I mean, the learning, what they learn, the marketing, the sales, the manufacturing, all of that is invaluable, because some of them might never go on to be entrepreneurs, but you will still use those skills in everyday life, believe it or not.
100%. Now, imagine this is the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, and strangely enough, there's many a successful businessman and woman who have participated in these awards and not won at county level, that have gone on to create amazing businesses. Thinking beyond this competition, tell us a little bit about how the local enterprise office can support young entrepreneurs.
The support is there. It's so simple to access. It's as simple as a phone call in post-COVID times. Give us a call, come in to chat to us, talk to us. We have advice, mentoring, we have clinics. It doesn't matter what age you are, from the youngest person to the most senior person, that doesn't matter. Come in and have a chat with us. We have advice clinics, we have mentor clinics. We have a phenomenal amount of training, which has all gone online this year, and credit to everybody that has been involved in it, and the team here at Leo and throughout the country. We have just flipped everything online, and it has worked incredibly well. Our numbers are massive. So it's as simple as contacting us, having a chat with us, come in and talk to us. We'll put you through the process. We will make it as easy as possible, and we will get you on your step one by one to get you on that ladder to actually create your own business, if that's what you want to do. And you know, Greg, some people come in, they go through the whole process, and then they turn around and say, this isn't for me. But that's a win as well, because the decision is with the person.
100%. What might be great to do, Louise, is let's take a look, just a brief look at all our entrants today. So let's have a look through all our entrants today. So in the senior category, we have Abbey Community College. The brilliant teacher is Emma O'Rourke. The project is CNO Sports Bag Divider, and the students Niall, Colin and Oliver. Best of luck. So could you be the national finalist representing Roscommon? Also from Abbey Community College, we have Lauren Corcoran being the teacher. The project is Fresh Fragrances, and the students Daniel, Andrew and Thomas Walsh. Feel free to jump in, Louise, if you want to do so. Also from Colost Kieran, we have the teacher Michelle Mulvey and the project Study on the Go, and our students Giselle, Orla and Courtney. Best of luck.
And Greg, if you look at the diversity of all of those projects, they are phenomenal. So they are. And the innovation of young people is unreal. I mean, 443 students took part. And to date, all of you are winners. Anyone that's here today at the county level, they have won a prize. And 66 students are represented here today, which is fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. And a shout out to Castlereagh Community College and their teacher, Miss Yvonne Ryan, and the project Table Tastics. Love these. Anya, Amy, Clara and Alana. Best of luck. Also from Castlereagh Community College, teacher Yvonne Ryan. Project was To Die For, and a shout out to the students Ellie, Abby, Marianne and Kelly. Best of luck. From Castlereagh Community College, and getting used to saying the teacher's name, Yvonne Ryan. God, you were busy, weren't you? Rustbusters, and hello to students Kathleen and Holly. Best of luck to you guys. From Roscommon Community College, we have our teacher Emer Carolyn. Project House of YG. You guys will have to explain that to me a little bit later, maybe. But hello to the students, Owen, Jacob, Ian and William. Best of luck. Also competing today and putting together a super project from Roscommon Community College, we have our teacher Denise Staunton. The project is called Mask Packs, and the students Liam, Jamie and Matteo. Well done, guys. Also, we have from Roscommon Community College, also navigated by the brilliant Miss Denise Staunton, we have Shalley's Aerial Photography, and their team consists of Shane and Matthew. Looks like amazing aerial photography there. Today we have from Roscommon Community College with our teacher, Mr. James Martin. We have Fresh Biz from students Molly, Georgia and Amy. I like the name, Georgia, very unusual. So best of luck to you guys as well. Also from Roscommon Community College with their teacher Olivia Farrell, we have the project that is Medal Stand. That's from Safra, Ashling and Abby, Leah and Quiva. Big team. Best of luck today in the finals. Also, today we have from Convent of Mercy. Their teacher was Frances Kilcommons. The project is called RC Fleeces, and Eva and Claire make up that team. Best of luck. We've been there, done that. Also from Convent of Mercy, we have the teacher Frances Kilcommons again, and the project is called The Lazy Loafers, and good luck to students Abby and Kira. Also from Convent of Mercy, navigated by the brilliant teacher David O'Reilly, the project is called Roscommon Discount Cards. And the students behind Roscommon discount cards are Katie, Anna and Alana. Best of luck today. Also from Convent of Mercy, their teacher is Adele Connolly. The project is called Suicide Awareness Bracelets. I love it. Students Katie and Katie. Two Katies. The two Katies. Best of luck today. From Skulmora, we have the teacher Suzanne Lowen. The project is called Hay Net Holders. Students Ashling, Jennifer and Emily are behind that business. Best of luck today. Also from Skulmira, we have Anne-Marie Kalia is the teacher. The project's called Wrapped Up. And hello to students Aoife, Orla and Chloe. Also from Skulmira, teacher Chloe Smith. The project is I'm not very good with art. You pronounce that one for me, Louise.
Smuiniki Gotapa.
Oh, wow, she's very good, Louise. Very good. Hello.
I have a couple of fuckle.
Oh, very good. Hello to Megan and Alana. Good luck today. And this was a team that we didn't have a picture for in the video earlier. Also from Skulmira, their teachers Michelle Hines, their project. It's over to you, Louise.
On Roth August Tusky.
Oh, look how brilliant that was. Hello to Jade, Anya and Chloe. Eva, it's Eva and Shauna. Best of luck. From St. Nathy's College, teachers Karen Mulaney, the project's Bubble Up, and we have Yvonne and Maeve, Holly and Chloe. Best of luck today. A lot of entries from St. Nathy's College. Also, teacher is Karen Mulaney. The project is Real Design. Hello to Ella, Rebecca, Erica and Lily. My God. What?
You did well there, Greg.
What an amazing number of participants we have. Huge congratulations to each and every one of you. I need to get some water first. We have a mystery guest today. Oh yeah, I see him smiling. Looking a bit pensive, but I see him smiling in the green room at the moment. So he's obviously on a canoe somewhere in Roscommon there. Clearly. Let's see whether we can guess who our special mystery guest is. This is him. Can we even spot his name there? This guy has represented Roscommon at minor level. He's even represented the Republic of Ireland in soccer, I think up to the age of 15, but he's playing none of those sports at the moment. What? And he's probably more known for the rugby ball than anything else. Does anyone want to guess who our special guest is today? I see Adrian is saying best of luck to Abbey Community College. There you go. Thanks for the well wishes. So who is today's special guest? I don't know. It's a bit of a pity that we didn't have a drum roll or something. There he is, by golly. We did have a drum roll after all. It's the quite amazing Jack Carty, who I believe is the record point scorer in the Guinness Pro Pro 14 for Connacht, has represented Ireland. I think he even played in the World Cup, Jack. And quite frankly, a legendary rugby player. And you were telling me earlier on, if you actually cut Jack open with a knife, not that I recommend anyone does that, but if you do, apparently he bleeds blue and yellow. So a true Roscommon man. You're very, very welcome, Jack.
Thanks very much, Greg. Thanks everyone for having me. And yeah, it was great to see all the applications. So congratulations to everyone so far.
If anyone has a question for Jack, don't be shy. Drop it in the comments section. What I want to ask you, Jack, is what were you like at school?
I was always just running around chasing football. Gaelic football, soccer mostly. In terms of, I suppose, where I sat in terms of intellect, I say I was probably somewhere in the middle. Probably didn't work too hard. But look, I really, really enjoyed it. It was probably the fondest days I had back when I look back on it. And then I suppose knuckled down then when it came to grind time around leaving cert. But yeah, it was I suppose memories of playing lots of sport. All my friends that I'm still mates with now, I would have met in secondary school. So yeah, fond memories.
Cool. What were your favourite subjects out of interest?
Business and geography.
Business and geography. So you had that business thing going on a little bit. So you like business.
Yeah, small bit. Yeah. Like I would have done a bit of work with the Leo office in Galway a bit. And I did a Bachelor of Commerce in Galway. Bachelor of Commerce with accounting. So kind of that pushed me down that route. I didn't do any science subjects in school. I wasn't
Sure.
kind of into that sort of side of it. So I kind of went real funnel vision from quite early on.
And you talked about running around with sports balls, kicking balls around, just being high energy. Did you always envisage yourself or want to be a sports star like you are today? I know you find that hard to take, but you are a sports star. Is that something you were always striving for?
No, not particularly. I think initially would have been for the enjoyment of it. I suppose I was fortunate enough when I was growing up and younger, there'd always be a person in the age group ahead of me who would be successful, whether to be playing for Roscommon in football or playing for Ireland in soccer. And I'd kind of like see the things that they were doing and be like, right, that's what I want to do that next year. So it was kind of nearly like a medium term kind of planning thing subconsciously that I probably had. When I finished my leaving cert, I actually didn't end up getting a contract out of school. So in my head, the opportunity to go on and to become a professional athlete was gone. So I went to college in Galway, enjoyed the first couple of months in college in Galway, and then was playing club rugby with Buccaneers in Athlone. And kind of they managed to say, oh, if you come back in training, there'll be a contract there for you next year. So I enjoyed the next couple of months in college in first year, and then from the following year, then I was kind of full time into it.
Wow. So you played loads of sports. I mean, that must have been a challenge. So even I think even in your soccer days when we represented Ireland, you were even offered a trial at one stage with wasn't it West Ham and Southampton? I think you maybe looked at West Ham and this Southampton. Sorry to any Southampton supporters out there. How did that even come about?
It was just Southampton that were interested. It was just from playing Kennedy Cup. I know there might have been a few schools and stuff to play with it back in Roscommon. So I would have played with the ADSL in Athlone, played in the Kennedy Cup, and just managed to, I suppose, get spotted through that way. And then I kind of got pushed out a year, kind of dwindled to the sideline. Kind of never really heard about it. And then I think it was initially kind of when I got capped, when I got my first cap for Ireland in Italy in 2019. It was kind of like all my parents were the ones who kind of like just kind of let it fade to the side because they wanted to get my leaving cert done and the likes like that. But yeah, it worked out well for me, thankfully.
Yeah. So you were representing the county of Roscommon in GAA. You were putting the green jersey on for Ireland in soccer. What made you choose rugby over those other sports?
Yeah, I suppose it was the opportunity and I suppose to have a living through playing rugby. I suppose to actually become professional. I I suppose all the Gaelic players, especially the Gaelic players in Roscommon, probably prepare to the same level of that we prepare as athletes, but that get paid for it and to have out of it. That was probably something that I was striving for. I suppose it wasn't really a thing. It just kind of ended up kind of happening as well. You kind of came down as a young fella and you're just kind of doing the training week to week, and you never kind of see what the long term plan is, and then eventually you get thrown into a match, and I suppose kind of sink or swim there. And from that point onwards, then it's that's kind of how you manage to kind of look to other things, whether it be breaking into the first 15 or trying to push on and play for Ireland.
Yeah. And you're obviously, I mean, you're very successful, and obviously you were very successful at all sports. I mean, what did you do in training that helped you get to the next level? So thinking back, you may have said, I may not have been a straight A student and the best student. I was maybe middle of the road academically, but you obviously took your sport very, very seriously. To be as successful as you were. So what did you do in training that kind of helped you reach the next level?
Good question. I suppose I had good teammates around me, probably first and foremost. You know what I mean? Most of the teams that I was involved in, whether it be St. Bridget's in Roscommon, or the Mars in Athlone in my school, all the schools that I would be involved, the people around me were really good. And I think that's one thing you need to, athletes or people need to do, is ensure that you're surrounded by, people who can continue make you drive for better. Also, then the coaches that I haven't had, they definitely helped me improve. I suppose I'll go back to what I said earlier. I always had that person in front of me, a year older, who was getting and doing these things, and I'd be kind of seeing them saying, "No, I want to do that now." So I think whether it be a sports person now, whether it be someone like a Johnny Sexton, that's something that I want to kind of go to. I want to be playing for Ireland week in, week out. So I suppose if you kind of strip back the layers as kids now today, who see who's like at age 18 who's successful, or at under 21s who's successful, I think that's really a good way of doing it. See what they're doing, and then kind of visualize yourself becoming into that space, and I think you won't find yourself that far off it.
Yeah, no, great advice. And I like the fact you say surround yourself with good people. You were surrounded by good people. The great thing when we're listening to Jack here today, what's striking me is everything that Jack is saying is applicable to business as well. So it doesn't matter whether you want to create your own beauty line, or whether you want to become a professional athlete. Applying these things to your business certainly will work really, really well. How did you break into the Connacht team? So how did that come about, Jack?
It was in 20. I'm trying to think back. You make me put me on the spot here now in terms of how old I am. I played my first game in, could have been 2010, could be wrong. Could be 2010, 2011. Played 50 minutes, and then I didn't play for another year and a half. And kind of so after that, I played 3 games, and then the following season after that, then I was in for maybe ballpark 20 games a season, and it just became a kind of regular occurrence. So touch wood, I've been fortunate enough not to miss many games with injuries, so the games kind of stacked on top of each other from then on.
And what's your career highlight been for Connacht so far, would you say?
For Connacht, I'd probably say, look, it's obviously the Pro 12 win as it was. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel that I was detached from it, because I wasn't playing on the day. I was, one of the times I was injured. So if I can think back to something more recent, I'd probably say the victory in Leinster and beating them away from home was pretty up there as well. So I'd say probably them two.
So you talk about being injured. So tell me about a time when you had a setback. So, for example, like that injury, how did you keep going? How did you stay motivated? How did you come back stronger than before? Because that's a challenge. Even in business, we all have setbacks. So how do you manage setbacks?
I suppose maybe the injury one isn't a good analogy, but I suppose I managed to get capped and play a few games, start for Ireland, win man of the match, then go to the World Cup and play in the World Cup, and kind of when I came back from that, I kind of my performance level kind of fell off a cliff in some sense, and maybe only for two games, but it was quite it was probably highlighted in the media quite a bit that, oh, maybe he's not the player he used to be, etc. And I remember at the time I probably had that before previously in my career, so I knew it was probably going to be a thing where I'd have to kind of ride out the storm, and it's just about getting kind of back to basics. What do I do? And I suppose something that you can do use in business as well. What are the things that you do that are good? Like a lot of the success comes from 20% of the work you do. So I just got back to kind of the basics, what I did, my kicking game, my passing, and being proactive in my approach to how I prepare myself. And you know what I mean, if you know what they are, if there's times of difficulty, you'll always be able to kind of ride them out. And I'd like to think that I'm at a point now where I'm a better player than I was when I was playing at my height in the run up to the World Cup.
Yeah. So say you get a defeat and you're feeling down, you get a knock. How do you motivate yourself? So what you're saying is brilliant. What tactics do you use to motivate yourself and get yourself back up for the fight?
Yeah. Like, I suppose if you take the weekend gone, we were in a position to win with like 6 seconds on the clock, and then obviously different types of errors gave Edinburgh the in, and then obviously they ultimately took their opportunity and ended up winning a game. So there's a point, kind of rugby can change from 1 week to the next. You can be top of the hill and one, and then with a defeat like that, you can be pretty low. So in one sense, with the fact that you have a game the following week motivates you to, right, what did we do wrong, or what can we do to improve how we manage them last couple of minutes. So you'll take that, and we're actually off training today, so we'll take it into training tomorrow. We'll have a discussion around it. And look, there's been times in previous games where we haven't managed a certain aspect, and that aspect has popped up maybe 2 games later, and we're like, right, we have the plan now. As this has happened before, we have the plan to how we're going to react to this. So it's just about, I suppose, learning from that mistake that we had, or mistakes that we have had, and ensuring that if the opportunity was to arise again where we're presented with the exact same situation, that we have the toolbox now to understand how to, I suppose, fix this situation or what to do in it.
Brilliant. So how important do you think passion is in being successful?
Yeah, look, there's all types of passion. I suppose rugby is my passion, but in terms of being a passionate person, in terms of screaming and shouting, I'm not one of them players, but I have a passion in terms of how I prepare myself physically and mentally. I suppose holistically, as I said, rugby is my passion, so there's all the things that go into giving me a good performance on the weekend. So it's nearly almost pride in, I'd nearly say it's more pride than passion. Like pride in my preparation, pride in like the little things I do during the week and how I do them. That ultimately fuels how I am able to perform at the weekend, because you're not going to just like go Monday to Friday, kick a few balls over the bar and then hope that the performance is going to come there at the weekend. There's little steps to getting there.
Brilliant. Couple of quick questions that come in. So thanks, guys, for the questions. The great question in is, if you were not playing sport professionally, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Right now, I probably would have went and straight away after college, probably would have taken time off, traveled a bit, or I would have done a master's. I'd say I'd probably be working. I'd like to think that I'd be working in the family business in Oliver Carty's in Monksland, Athlone. It's a family pork and bacon business, and I'd like to think that I'd be working there.
Super. Another question that came in, which I want to know the answer to this one, is do you listen to music before a game? And if so, what music do you like to listen to?
Yeah, I do indeed. I'm actually quite different to other people in terms of music choice. I'll listen to like Pachelbel and nearly borderline classical music, kind of just to keep myself calm. Metal, I don't know if people know what's the TV program. That'll come back to me. Yeah, it actually is quite different than you'd probably expect. I listen to music that keeps me quite relaxed, quite chilled, and I suppose that lets me make decisions on the pitch when I'd be under pressure, rather than kind of having, amped up a lot of noise, which some other players might.
Yeah, it's very interesting, keeping you grounded and calm and composed. Absolutely. You don't want to be wound up like a madman as you're about to take a important penalty kick. That makes sense. Another person asked, what's your favorite food? We don't have to worry about healthy food here, Jack. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I'd probably say, to be honest, I can't really beat pork roast on a Sunday. I had one yesterday. And then if I'm going for something dirty, I'll probably go for like Mackie D's or something like that.
Oh, there you go.
For a match on the way home,
go.
for a match every week. So
Oh, there you go. Very good. Okay, so the secrets are out, and then the very last question that I'm going to bombard you with is: someone asked your favorite career highlight to date. You've had so many. Obviously, you've got caps now for Ireland. I think you were over for playing against Japan in the World Cup. What's your career highlight been today, Jack?
I'd probably say my first start for Ireland against Wales away from home. And I won man of the match, and it was on my birthday as well, so it was a pretty good day.
That sounds like a bloody excellent today. Fantastic stuff. Jack, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And it's great to have, essentially, I don't know how old you have to be a legend, but quite frankly, a passionate Roscommon. If he's not a legend yet, he technically will be when he gets a bit older. But it's great to have the fantastic Jack Carty with us. And we look forward to seeing you representing Ireland on that rugby field very, very soon. And best of luck with the rest of the season.
Best of luck to everyone. Best of luck. Thanks.
Cheers, Jack. Thanks, mate. So there we go. That was the amazing Jack. And what you really notice as we listen to Jack is, a lot of what he does can be applied to business. So it doesn't matter who we are, the focus, the dedication, the work ethic, the passion, or focus, as Jack said. Again, these are all things that are going to make you successful in business, as well as sport. So brilliant having you today, Jack. I think it's time for a quiz. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to play a quiz, and this is for all you students. Little trick here is one lucky person is going to win €75 all for one voucher. The trick is when you're joining the quiz, I need you to make sure that you use a name that we can recognize. Otherwise, we can't find you to give you the voucher. So where do you need to go to join the quiz? We can get your phone out and take a picture of the QR code, or you can go to menti.com and use the code 9029644. But while you're doing that, let me just make sure that I've enabled the quiz. I need to enable it for you guys. So that should be there and visible for you guys to see now. So with a bit of luck, you guys can see the quiz there. So again, where you are going to is you're going to menti.com. You're putting in the code 9029644. So that's our plan of attack. And let me stop this screen and see whether we can head over to Menti right now. And we will start to play our quiz. Okay. Now, you see all these weird characters on the screen? These are all the people that are coming in to play our quiz. At the moment, we have 55 players. There's koala bears, there's dogs, there's even a crab. Someone's out of this world. There's a football. I wonder, is that Jack playing with the football there? There's an American football. We have a bee. We have 67 players in the house as we speak. 67, we're going to give it another minute to see whether we can get up to 75. We're up to 70. $71. Okay, 30 seconds left before we start. Santa Claus is in the house. Fantastic. 72. We got a cruise ship on board. God, I'd love to be on a cruise ship. The donuts in the house, a banana and a dog, and we're up to 75. So let's get this this quiz good to go. What you guys need to do is we're going to ask you a question. When I answer the question, look at your phones and cast your vote. The trick here is the quickest person to answer scores the most points. So the speed is needed here. So we need to act fast from a speed point of view. So let's see whether we can head over and get to our first question. My God, there's 86 of us in the house at the moment. That's amazing. So you got to answer fast to get the points. So which travels faster than the light of sound? Is it light? Is it sound? Which travels faster, light or sound? Are we voting? Quickest we vote the best. Quickest best. Light or sound? 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second, and time is up. Let's see. 69% of us got it right, and 19 got it wrong. Don't worry, you guys can make a comeback. Don't worry about it. So let's see whether we can check out our leaderboard. Can we get to our leaderboard here? Okay, seem to be struggling to get to my leaderboard here. I'd say this is the danger of live stuff. So we've got the answer. We need to get to the next slide. Hold on 1 second. This is the moment where Greg looks very, very worried as he can't get to the next slide. So I really shouldn't be showing my face. I will try the screen one more time, see whether we can get. I wanted to see the leaderboard. Where's the leaderboard? Have we broken the quiz because we have too many players? Could that possibly be it? There's our leaderboard. We have moved on. Woohoo! Godzilla. That's going to be easy to figure out. Godzilla, you are first in the leaderboard at the moment, followed by Anna Kelly and Liam Pierce. Let's see whether we can get to the next question. Are we ready? Oh, we're moving now. We're moving now. This is question 3 of 5. We only wanted to get to question 2. Where's question 2 disappeared to? There we are. Okay. Here's our leaderboard. Here's question 2 of 5. Are you ready? The faster we answer, the better. Let's go for it. Faster, the better. Faster, the more points. What's the 11th letter of the alphabet? The 11th letter of the alphabet. Is it H, J, or K? Is it H, J, or K? 10 seconds left. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Time is up. And 70 of us have got it right. Well done. Well done to 70 of us. 70 of us have got it right. Let's see whether we can head over to the leaderboard. Oh, it's all working now. Kellis, you've made a run for it. Snap Eye Movie Go Tappa. Interesting names. And Daniel Duffy are our top 3. Closely followed by Dylan Dowd and Owen Conroy. So let's see whether we can get to our third question. It's all very tight at the top. Our third question of 5 is, are we ready to vote? Here we go. Fastest answers gets the most points. In which county is the Cliffs of Moher? In which county is the Cliffs of Moher? Is it Clare, Galway, or Sligo? Clare, Galway, or Sligo? We have 8 seconds left. 7 seconds. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Time is up. How do we do? 76 of us got it right. God, we're very bright in Roscommon, aren't we? 76 of us got it right. And of course, the answer was Clare. How has that affected the leaderboard, I wonder? Let's have a look. Here we go. Looks like Kellis is hanging on. Ooh. Not massive change, not massive change in our top three. In fact, Daniel's gone number 2. In fact, there is change. Kellis is still holding the number 1 spot. Daniel Duffy has gone up to 2nd place, and Mac Yela has come to 3rd. So it's anyone's game here. Even Ellie B could be in place. Godzilla's coming back. Thomas H. Could you be the fastest? Courtney was in fact the fastest in the last answer. Let's get to the next question. This is question 4 of 5. Are we ready? Remember, answer fast for the most points. Here we go. What was Elsa's song called in the first Frozen film? Let it fall, let it fall, let it fall, let it be, let it be, let it be. Maybe it's let it be. Let it go. Maybe it's let go. What is it? 2 seconds left. Let's have a look. 75 of us again, banging in with let it go. Let it be, 14 of us. I voted for let it be. God, I've got it wrong again. Well done to everyone that got let it go. Let's have a look at our leaderboard. Here we go. Is it all change? It's massively changed at the top. It's massively. Godzilla was the fastest and is coming up. But where's everyone gone that was at the top? Katie R is now in the lead with 1 question left, followed by Courtney Timon. Makiela is 3rd. Still could win this. Abby Gooney is there. Thomas H still there. Ellie B. It's anyone's game with 1 question to go. Let's move on to the 5th and final question. So this is the 5th and final question. Are we ready? What is the Irish for cow? Moo. I don't know. Moo. Is it Maw, Maudra, or Bo? This is going to decide it, folks. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Anyone voting for Maudra? 3 did. 85 people have got it right. Let's find out who's won the student competition quiz and won a 75 all-for-1 voucher. This is it. This is the final. Who is the winner? Is it Katie? It's Katie R. Held on. Wow. There she is. Katie R is our winner. Winner, winner. Huge congratulations, Katie. You have won our competition. Probably a great tactic would be to to contact your teacher. Tell your teacher that you've won, and we can organize that prize to go out to you. So well done to Katie. Super. Great victory. What about the teachers? I hear you say. What about the teachers? I want something, says the teachers. Don't worry, teachers. We have you covered. 16 amazing teachers, and literally you're all within a chance of, I believe it's €100 all-for-1 voucher. Let's see whether we can do our draw for our wonderful teachers. Let's do that now. So hopefully you can see the screen now. So there's all our teachers there in the wheelofnames.com. So here we go. Let's find out who our teacher winner is. It's not Denise Staunton yet anyway. Here we go. Yvonne Ryan, you are Yvonne Ryan, you are the teacher's winner. Huge congratulations. You have won. Fantastic. So we've given away competitions. Teachers are happy. I think it's time to get to some awards. I don't know about you, but I think it very much is time for some awards. What do you think, Louise? Time
Absolutely.
for some awards?
Now I think they've waited long enough, they've been patient, so I think it's time.
They've been tortured at this stage. Really, we've tortured them. So let's pull up our slides for the winners. You've got your envelopes ready to go there?
I have indeed.
Brilliant stuff. So on up for grabs today, we have 6 prizes. So there's 4 special merit awards. We have a runner-up for our senior category, and our overall county winner will be announced. So that's what's happening today. So I'm going to get Louise to announce our winners. So we'll start with the best R&D project. Louise, the winner is...
The winner is, and I'm just going to say a couple of little bits about them. The award
Brilliant.
goes to the project that puts in a significant effort into researching and developing a board game that could compete with the big players in the marketplace with a clever design and eye-catching marketing. Using their creativity, the flair, this team deserved to win the best R&D project, and that is Ouija board from Roscommon Community College. Congratulations.
Huge congratulations. That's fantastic stuff. So the first win, and you win €200, which is not to be sniffed at, particularly during these challenging times. That's fantastic stuff. Brilliant stuff, Louise. Excellent. Shall we have another award? I think we should. So the next award, Louise, is for the best rural innovation. So the best rural innovation award. The winner is...
Given the predominantly rural nature of County Roscommon, young people continue to come up with new innovations to assist with agri and farm-based activities. This year is no different, and the special award goes to hay net holders from Squelware, Strokestown, for their innovative and robust product for filling hay nets for animal feeding, currently available online and through Dundee. Congratulations.
Oh, wow, congratulations. Well done, Aisling, Jennifer and Emily. And obviously your proud teacher, Suzanne, as well. Fantastic stuff. We're flying now. God, we took so long to get started, but now these awards are coming thick and fast. So the next award today is for the best commercial opportunity to address COVID challenges.
So with the windows and doors left open in classrooms to meet the COVID guidelines, making them very cold and drafty, and the requirements to continue wearing uniforms led to the idea to develop a warm fleece product that was attractive to the students. Personalised with their initials so that they wouldn't get mixed up with others, but with the school logo and colours to make them an acceptable part of the school uniform, so the school management agreed to them. With sales of, wait for it, €6,000, the clear winner in this category is RC Fleeces from the Convent of Mercy, Roscommon. Congratulations.
Wow. And they're the fleeces there, presumably. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What were those sales again, Louise? That's phenomenal.
Sales of over €6,000. Wow. Phenomenal.
Wow. Well done, Eva and Claire. That's incredible. And you got a very, very proud teacher tonight, that's for sure. Not to mention the parents. Huge congratulations. And that prize also another €200. Fantastic stuff. Huge victory. Well done. Massive amount of work put in for all our winners so far. Next competition or next award is for the best environmental or upcycling project.
So through reusing small and large cable drums that were cleverly designed and painted, a range of outdoor garden furniture and children's seating for play schools and creches were developed, showing what can be done with some imagination, and the USP of sustainability and environmental awareness that is more and more important in today's world. The award goes to Table-tastic Castlereagh Community College. Congratulations.
Fantastic. And that's Anya, Amy, Clara, Alana, and again, that proud teacher, Yvonne Ryan. So huge congratulations. They look very, very cool, those tables. Very, very cool. Very innovative. So I really like that idea. Brilliant. So we're now getting to the big place. So we've now got to who will be our runner-up in the senior category. So who is the runner-up in the senior category? It's our second last award of the afternoon. Who was the runner-up in the senior category, Louise?
So with the increased demand for home baking during the COVID lockdown, as well as trends towards healthy eating and convenience products, this clever idea is a brown bread making kit, complete with pre-mixed dry vegetables and a disposable loaf tin and liner to give you fresh, homemade feeling, making baking easier, convenient and mess-free. This award goes to Lazy Loafers from the Convent of Mercy, Roscommon. Congratulations.
Wow, fantastic stuff. So that's Abby and Kira. And again, Francis Kilcommons is the teacher there. Fantastic stuff. Now, that's a massive achievement to come second in the county. So you guys can be really, really proud of yourself. Congratulations in being the runner-up for County Roscommon for 2021. That brings us, there's only one more prize left, Louise. I can't remember what that one is. Do we have time for it?
I think we might have.
We have time for it. This is for our overall winner. So this person will be representing, or team will be representing, the County of Roscommon at the national finals on May the 14th. You'll win a prize of €500 and the trophy, which no doubt will be sent to you in a very COVID safe manner in the near future. We should really have lots of razzmatazz for this one. Before you jump in there, Louise, we need some drums. We need some drums. Louise, who is our
No
senior
pressure
winner? Oh, yes.
No pressure here at all, not at all. A
Open that
clear
envelope.
winner. A clear winner across all of the judges this year, a project that combines product development and creativity with upcycling and great marketing, and with an excellent sales to a nationwide market. First prize goes to the Rust Busters from Castlereagh Community College, with a range of products from recycled horseshoes, including Christmas products, wine holders, and other household ornaments and functional products. So congratulations and well done. And we'll be seeing you on the 14th of May at the virtual National Student Enterprise Programme final. Well done.
Huge congratulations, and we'll all be supporting you in the national finals. We'll all be rooting for you. So, Rust Busters, fantastic victory.
Fabulous.
Well done to Caitlin and to Holly and to your teacher, Yvonne Ryan. What a magnificent achievement. And looking at those reindeers, they're so cool.
Fabulous.
Absolutely fantastic. So very much a worthy winner to represent #Team Roscommon in our national finals in May. Did you buy those fireworks that we talked about, Louise?
I think you might have them there. Yay! It's a fantastic achievement for everybody. Well done, everybody. It was absolutely phenomenal. And there's a couple of people that I would just like to say thank you to. And those few people are our judges. We had 3 judges. This would not have happened without them. So thank you to our 3 judges who gave of their time freely. I want to say a massive thank you to the Leo External Coordinator, Sinead Fannin, who assisted the teachers and students in getting to this point, having worked under difficult and challenging circumstances. Our national organiser, Yvonne O'Neill, for the work that she undertook in coordinating many live stream events and videos to support the teachers and students. And certainly not least of all, I want to give an absolutely massive shout out to my colleague Anne Brown for her phenomenal work behind the scenes for organising all of today's events, but also for a huge number of years. Anne puts huge work into this. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for taking part. It's been a brilliant event. And to Greg and Denise, huge thank you for making all of this happen today.
Oh, it's our absolute pleasure. Look, to be virtually in County Roscommon is such a pleasure. But I'm blown away by the incredible entrance and the amazing students that participated today. Quite frankly, when I was in school, sure, I was lucky enough to get me to hand in an assignment, let alone run a business. So you guys are truly incredible. The teachers are truly amazing too. And without you guys, this event couldn't take place, and we'd have no finalist to look at for Roscommon in May. So all what's left to say is from me and from Louise, thank you so much for joining our award ceremony, and roll on May. Huge congratulations to each and every one of you for taking part.
Thank you, everyone.